Hey there folks, and welcome to this video. This is going to be a preview for WRC Rally Finland. I'm going to run through it quite quickly. So we're going to go through the runners and riders, the itinerary, and then the ones to watch. Also bear in mind, and I'll say this right off the top of it, I've seen a forecast that says a high chance of rain throughout the weekend. So that will be something that we'll come back to towards the end of the video. Let's start off with the ones to watch, and the big headline is there's going to be 10 Rally 1s to the event. We have 5 Toyotas present, so both of the champions of Rompero and Ogier are present. They both are running special liveries to commemorate their road versions of the GR Yaris. And then there is the 5th one, Sami Pajari, who is running a sort of inverted livery to what we're going to see Takamoto Katsuta and Elfyn Evans run, which is going to be quite a nice thing to see on the stages. I've seen a nice version of it in EA Sports WRC. But yeah, it's a lovely little livery. The starting order will be as follows, because they've also kept Esa-Pekka Lappi for this event as well, the 2017 event winner. Thierry Neuville, Elfyn Evans, Oid Tanak, Sebastian Ogier, Adrien Fourmeau, Carlo Rompero, Takamoto Katsuta, Esa-Pekka Lappi, Gregoire Munster, and then Sami Pajari. So that will potentially have an impact in terms of road cleaning, but with a forecast for rain, potentially not as much as in other events. In terms of the supporting categories, so in terms of RC2, there are 39 Rally 2s or Old-Spec R5s entered, 31 of which are WRC2 eligible. The headline is the number 39 car, so that is about halfway through the WRC2 field. It is Jari-Matti Latvala, who's going to be running a Yaris. He had a great return to the top flight last season for the Greco Grand Prix, and yeah, he's now following it up with a WRC2 debut. Because, well, he never ran in WRC2 before. Johan Russell and Nikolai Grajin both return, but both of them, despite Citroën having run well at fast gravel events in the ERC and the WRC, are not being entered for points. Likewise, Jan Solens is competing, but ineligible for WRC2 points. That means the top seeds are the likes of Oliver Solberg, Larry Una, Jörg Linnemay, who won Rally Estonia, Gus Greensmith, and Rupa Korhonen. Followed by the likes of Vivesh and Josh McAleen, who I think I accidentally called Will Crichton in my Lupaya review. But we'll get on to Will Crichton in a moment because we have some other entries in here. Martin Prokop, Fabrizio Alvidar, and Mika Heikkila. And Heikkila performed quite well last time out in Lipaya. Other standard names include Yuki Yamamoto in the Gazoo Racing Next Generation entry, Will Crichton, Temuson, and Gregor Yates, Hamad Al-Wahibi, who's coached by Ilka Minor, and Pierre Lefebvre, who makes his third WRC2 start of the season and his 4th start overall this season. I believe he did, he ran a Clio, I think, in Rally Monte Carlo. Road order rounded out here by some old R5 machinery, not just like Fabia Rally 2 Evos, but also some old spec Fabia R5s and Fiesta R5s. I think one of those Fabias is entered by Princeport as well. In terms of the Rally 3 category, there are 25 entered. Only one Clio, and that's Matteo Chatillon. The question is then going to be, could Renault go 2 for 2 in WRC3? In terms of the overall honours, he also has to contend with the likes of Tristan Charpentier and Jesse Kallio. JWRC itself has 17 entrants to the event, seeded 64 through 81. Continue to watch out for Romer Jurgensen, amongst others, because he's not only been competitive throughout the season, but he's been especially good on the loose stuff. Performed very well in his home event Estonia on the ERC calendar. Let's have a quick look at the itinerary as well. So it starts off with Harju, the version first run in 2022 with the lap system. So it's not like the ones you saw in the old WRC games. It's a bit different now. The first stage of the rally is 2 laps, and then a super special stage 10 is 1 lap. And something similar happens at the other end of the event. Friday features Lauka running in the same direction as 2022 with some of the roads from last year run in reverse. Then it's Tarakas, which is new for Rally Finland, but previously ran as part of the Perunka Rally according to RallyMaps.com. The format's the same as 2014, and it was last run in that event in 2022. Next is Mihinpa, which is unchanged in 2023 and saw the stage return for the first time since 2015. Then Ruhamaki, which serves as the shakedown to an extent, slightly shorter than the 2022 version, and it ends with the famous jump. Saturday is a spot of the old Thousand Lakes folk, or you've got Vastilla from the Thousand Lakes days returning from last year in the same format, and Pajala being run in the same northward direction as it largely has been. The final stage of the Saturday loop is Unimpoya. It's going to be running full for the first time since 2016, and it's the first time it's going over the Yellow House jump in the way that we've seen, say, Mark and Martin go flying over it, or you might remember from Dirt Rally or the Red Bull video where it was a Kamaz, and I think Latvala driving a Polo. It's the first time it's run that direction in 2015. It vanished in full duration in 2017 because the WRC spec at the time was too fast and too powerful. The only reason why it's able to return is thanks to these new virtual chicanes that force drivers to slow down. Within this 400 meter window, you have to slow down to 50k. If you don't slow down enough, I think it's 2 seconds for every kilometer per hour you are over. There are 2 different virtual chicanes in the stage. One is just after Yellow House, just before you get into the heavy braking zone in the square left, and the other one is in the middle of, if you play Dirt Rally, those 2 sections. So it's in a very flat out middle part of the stage. Again, these are to reduce speeds, especially because they come before some slower corners. So it's designed so that it reduces the likelihood of a big accident. Sunday features 4 stages of outer service. Saloinen and Moxie being a reverse of last year's Moxie Saloinen run, but it's the same as the stage that was run in 2022 anyway. The other stage is Lavajuri, which runs as a 1-lap stage, stage 18, and then a 2-lap 8.77 kilometer stage for the End of Rally Power stage. It was meant to feature as the power stage of the 2020 event. It'll be the first time that it actually shows up since 2014, where it was Shakedown, and 2011, where it was the power stage. So it's been a power stage before, and in fact, it was the second power stage in Rally Finland history, because Rally Finland was one of the 3 events in 1999 which had the trial live TV stage. In terms of ones to watch, you obviously can't ignore Carlo Rompera, though he's never actually performed that well at home. He's never won the event, and last year he crashed out on the Friday and crashed so badly he damaged the roll cage and wasn't able to return. Taki Katsuta will be someone to watch out for. This is essentially a second home rally for him. He lives in Jyväskylä, and he got a podium here last year. It's one of the rallies where I predicted he'd get a podium pre-season alongside the Safari and his home rally in Japan. Esa-Pekka Lappi is going to be someone to look out for, the 2017 Finland winner, but obviously he's been struggling for form recently with the I-20N Rally 1. And Oid Tanak, who was the winner in 2018, 2019 and 2022. 2 of those for Toyota, 1 of them for Hyundai. WRC2, arguably Solberg's going to be the star of the show. He won Royal Rally of Scandinavia in the ERC, and he also won Rally Liepāja in WRC2. But something you do need to watch out for is that weather. Like I said at the earlier stage of this video, there's a high chance of rain over the course of the event, which could mean that the idea of the road sweepers suffering is not necessarily as true. It also means slightly slower speeds, so we might not see another, record-breaking Rally Finland run like we have in the past. But those are my thoughts and predictions. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.